All right, start streaming and show up on YouTube. And we're good, I think. What's up, guys? Gary with SelfTaughtDev. I've been on a little bit of a YouTube hiatus, but we're back. Gonna start making videos every Monday, start live streaming monthly projects at the end of the month, and yeah, get back to it. So today we are gonna build this checkout form. It looks like this, pretty basic, and we're gonna have some error handling when you don't have a form field filled out, or if, actually we might not do the error handling part. I don't know, we might just rely on Google to handle that, or Chrome, and just make the fields all required. We'll see how we feel. But once we get this built, we're gonna post it on Netlfiy, and then demonstrate that the Netlfiy receives the form submissions correctly. So, my stream up, sweet. Where's my share link? I need to throw this in Discord real quick, and I need to make a bot that does that actually. If you guys want to come hop in Discord, talk tech with me or some other developers, link for that is in the description. Again, we're going to build this with React. So, let me get Bash going here and bring that over to this screen. And where is, let's see, everyone. Send that. Sweet. Disabled. And back to this. Alright. So this is going. This is going, right? Sweet. I think it is. Alright, my camera batteries are like 30%. I've got two other ones, so my camera's probably going to go out at some point. I'm going to switch the batteries out. But, yeah. So, let's go ahead and change directory to, I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit too, actually, so you guys can see this. cd2 doc, GitHub, and then we're going to create React. Do I need to do npx first? Is that? Create React app. We're going to just call this checkout form. And I've got some components from another project that's basically set up to make a Netlfiy form, like app input or app form, which is like the whole form container. I'm just going to rip those out of another project and throw those in this one. I'll show you guys what they look like and kind of like what they do, but we're going to reuse that a little bit. I'm also probably going to throw that on npm eventually, and when I do, I'll put a link to that package in the description if you ever need like a Netlfiy form component that automatically handles all the Netlfiy stuff. That'll work for you. So this is installing. We are gonna, what do I need? I don't need that. What can I close here? I can close that whole thing. I always have too much stuff open. If my sound's not good or anything like that, let me know. We're gonna open another browser tab here. Installing template dependencies using npm, cool. So I'm probably gonna make this checkout form a component too. Actually, so this is the checkout form I'm gonna use on SelfTaughtDev. That's a site I built that's got a lot of practice projects. If you guys want practice projects to build, there's a bunch here. I'm gonna refactor this, I guess, and make it so there's a free version of every project, not just 4. It's done building yet? Sweet, we're good. Happy hacking. We're hacking? Oh, sweet. Alright, let's see. Change directory to check. Did I just call this check form? I didn't call it checkout form? Oh god. Well, it's already built, so. Alright, and then let's go ahead and code that to open this up in VS Code. And we are good to go. So, in here, we're going to do npm start. That's the build command, right? Yeah, cool. And then we need to destroy some stuff in here. So we're not gonna need the test stuff or these or this logo or setup test. Can you guys even see this? I should zoom in a little bit more on that too, huh? All right, what do we not need in here? We don't need to import that. We don't need to import the Web Vitals stuff. Everything else in there looks good, so let's save that and go here. We're not gonna use the logo, so we will remove that. Anything else? We'll save that, and then index, is it referencing that logo anywhere in the CSS? Nope. but I don't think we need any of this except we might keep the, we don't need that keyframe or that. We might keep that. What does this look like right now? Sweet. Cool. So it's already got the kind of like the background color we want. Let me pull my stream back up here. Cool. But we're going to swap that. So this is Adobe Xd. This is free if you want to download Adobe Xd. I'm going to have a link to this project on my site later today if you want to download the XD file and build it on your own later. But we're going to grab the color here and go over here and throw that right here. And now the background color of our app should match. Does that match? Yeah, that looks right. Cool. And then we can go ahead and clear out what's in app here. We're going to make a folder in here called components. Is that spelled right? Probably not. Components. There we go. And then, like I said, we're going to rip some stuff out of this other project I have that's already got the like Netlfiy app form built. So I'm going to copy this directory and paste that here. Does that work? Sweet. And then, oh, that's in SCSS. So I need to install SCSS probably. I like SCSS and Sass just for like the namespacing. That's the main reason I use it. We want to copy that component and paste that in here, and then we're going to copy this input and paste that in here, and we'll take a look at these. So this is the app form. This is basically some logic to handle posting the form to Netlfiy. So it's got, hopefully you know React if you're watching this. Also, if my music's too loud, let me know and I'll turn the volume down on that. What is that on right now? 32? Cool. So yeah, we got React here. We're importing a loader component, which I also need to snag from that. Where's that loader? Let's copy that and throw that in our components folder too. All right, so this we got some hooks here to test like if it's submitting the form, if there's an error, if the submission was successful, and we're basically using that to say, hey, if the form's submitting, we don't want to display any of the inputs because we don't want to let them change stuff while the form's submitting. If the submission has an error, then there's a little error message we're going to display, and if the submission was successful, then we don't want to display the form anymore. We just want to show a thank you thing that says, hey, thanks for submitting the form. I am learning front-end development. Can you advise me? Should I need to design on my own, or should I find? If you want to be like a front-end developer, you don't need to work on your design skills a whole lot. I'd focus more on learning like HTML and CSS first, and then JavaScript, and then once you got that down, move on to like some JavaScript framework like React or Vue or maybe Angular. But yeah. Anyway, back to this form thing. So we've got that stuff, and then we've got the relative URL because we want to post the form there. Anything else need to go over here? This is our form component. It's taking the relative URL, so like whatever the URL is on the page, and then adding hashtag thanks on it. So if our form's like at the bottom of the page will scroll down to the thank you part of the form. We don't want this class pink form on there. We're gonna rename that. We're just gonna use app form for now actually and leave a space there. Form ID hook, cool. There's some stuff I need to improve on this. Like I don't need to be grabbing the actual form from the DOM. I need to be storing all of the inputs in state. But we're not going to mess with that this time. And then right here, we're saying if the submit was successful, and there's, we don't need the explainer text stuff, but that's like if you want to have a title at the top of the form, which like we kind of do. So we'll probably have these two outside the form, and then this will be our actual form, but we need that button inside of it too. Ooh. Can I use my form component then? Because the button's inside of it. Yeah, we'll figure out a way to make it work. Alright, so in here we want to go ahead and import our app form. So we'll do /components/app form. And then we also are going to want to import the app input. And then in here we'll say app form. No, this has stuff inside of it. And then we'll just add a app input. What does this need inside of it? Is not defined. Oh wait, I'm not importing that right. Import app input from. Wait, is that? Wait, how do I import stuff again? Holy crap, I'm not thinking right now. That is right, yeah. And then we want to import app form from. What's wrong with this one? Why is this not happy? Import can only be used in TypeScript files. Did I have some weird character in there? That's probably what it was. All right, so what does this get? This gets a label text. Wait, let's look at that app input. This has a label that I can use. Oh, sweet. I didn't realize that. I forgot I built that in there. So we are gonna have label text, and this is just gonna be test, because we're testing this right now. We need a field name. And this is also just gonna be test. What else? We need a, we'll have a placeholder, and that will equal test. Everything's gonna be test. And then we want this to be required field. That's all we put in there, and that says, hey, this field is gonna be required. So now if we go back here and look at this, it's broken because we don't have Sass installed. So how to install Sass in React project? I just do like npm I Sass, right? Or something like that. Yeah, npm I Sass. And I should probably do like, do I need to do dev? I don't know. Let's open our terminal here, and we need to open an instance of bash in VS Code. We'll close that PowerShell because we're not going to use that. We'll do npm I, is it React Sass? Is that what it was? Node Sass? Cool, so let's just paste that in there and go. And then it'll install Node Sass. I don't think I need any of those open either. I just have so much stuff I can close in my computer that I leave open forever. Alright, sweet. So that's installed. Are you still giving me errors here, or are you okay with that now? Failed to compile. So still not happy about it, even if we refresh? Yeah, dang. Alright, what else do we need to do? So we installed that. Oh wait, is it because there's SCSS files and not SASS? Cool. Now, are you happy? Nope. What do you not like now? No such file or directory, because in here we didn't switch the imports over, right? Yeah. So let's do that. And then in index, we'll change that to SASS. And then this will be SASS. And then this will as well. And then save. And be happy now. No? Now you're just like, we don't have that module anymore. Alright, cool. So back to following the instructions on this thing. Okay, output. This isn't working for me. Interesting. npm I node. Do I need to rebuild? Is that what it is? Or like stop that and restart that? And then in our package JSON we have node sass in there, right? Yeah, node sass. Let's try another article. npm install. Oh, it's just SASS, not node sass. Let's try that one. We'll see if that works. npm I that. Yeah. And that's good. Now we're gonna be happy. Dang it! Alright, so we've got the latest version of that. Next we should make some folders to stay organized, blah blah blah. Add the following scripts to your package JSON under scripts. So let's stick that in here. No source map. Why do I not want a source map? I feel like I do want a source map because then I don't know the CSS is mapped over. This is going to run the following command: npm run sass, which will watch our sass files. Can I just put that in the build script part? But let's try it in our terminal here. So npm run sass. No such. Oh, because, okay, so we're looking for src/sass. We need to look for stuff in our src directory. Is that last part like what we're converting? Why is that CSS part there? Oh. This is causing me more issues than I thought it would. npm start. I guess I'm gonna have to convert that component to regular CSS eventually anyway, so we might just do that now. What's up, Dev? And Jant, I'm pretty sure I butchered your name, but I tried. It's the thought that counts. I tried. Let's see how to use SCSS Sass in a React project. Install node sass. We've got that installed. We changed file extensions. Import your stuff to React components. I did that, right? Import React. We were importing the .scss files correctly. And that's it. It should work after that. So why is mine not happy? So let's go back here. We're gonna get rid of this. And then we're also going to get rid of the other Sass thing we installed, and we're just going to use node sass. And we're going to go here and look at our thing, and why are you not happy? Invalid CSS after ... Gatsby. So let's try. This is our. We're going to change these back to SCSS. I don't think that's why it's not working, but we're going to give it a shot because it's not showing me the same error message it was a second ago. And that other error message, I feel like I could probably have looked at more and fixed. And then this needs to be SCSS save, SCSS save, CSS save, and SCSS save. And you're still complaining about the Gatsby loader. Wait, why is Gatsby in there? This is a React project. That's what's wrong. Where's that at? That doesn't need to be there. Is that in here? We just need to target the loader component. Oh my gosh. God, why don't I read error messages? Refresh. Hey, it works now. Oh my gosh, it was just that stupid class I was trying to target, or ID. Alright, so we've got our test form component here. It's not using the form styles because this is looking for pink form. So we're just gonna throw that back on here. Actually, we're gonna look for app form. Was that app form already? Okay, cool. We're good then. So we need the background color to change. Why is that not still the same? Message redacted. Ooh. What are you building? This checkout form? And then we're going to throw it on Netlfiy and test the submissions, and the form submissions should go to Netlfiy for us. Do these need to be SCSS files now? Is that what's up? Now we probably need to correct that import here to SCSS. And this needs to be SCSS and save. Because it looked like they weren't even loading. Huh. Because we look at our app and our root and no styles are getting applied there. And these are targeting app, right? Which that's app, and we're importing styles from app. Oh wait, that's just targeting logo and then app header, and we got rid of those. So we need to target we're gonna put all this stuff on app and see what happens, and then app link, we don't need that. Hey, that looks way better. Okay, cool. Now, let's go ahead and get the content we need looking right. So I'm gonna, we need a card holder name and then an expiration date, card number, and then a CVV. So we're gonna need, it's like 5 app input fields pretty much for that part. Where's my main file? We're gonna close all this SCSS stuff we don't need. All right, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna have a little line below it for some design stuff. And then let's go ahead and I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna pull the design over to another screen so I can see the text while I'm switching this out. Actually, I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Yeah, come here. All right, cool. And this is gonna be card holder name. That can all be that. This one is going to be MM for the expiration month. Oh wait, the label on that needs to be expiration. And then the label on this needs to be card holder name uppercase. And then we need a year. And we're gonna have to do some CSS magic with this because these are gonna be like right next to each other like that, and they're gonna share a label basically. So I might need to make those on their own and not use app input for that. And then we're gonna have new backgrounds. Yeah, dude, I think Div just got done building a weather app. Are you building it in like React or what? Then we need card number here. And then we need the CVV. Oh, nope. Get that. Those are all required. Then let's look at our project here. Sweet. So we're getting the fields we need. The button name needs to be submit instead of get in contact. So is that in our app form? Yeah, I think it's submit button text. And that can be equal to submit. And then that'll be good. And then on our design, we've got a line here, and then billing info. So we'll use, what are we gonna make these? Those will be like, this will be like H1, and then these will be H2s. So at the top of our form, this is gonna be, outside of the actual form, we're gonna have an actually we need like another, because right now app's taking up the whole page, so we need another inner container on that. So we'll do div class name equals form container, and then close that, and then nope, get that and throw that down at the bottom here. Okay, so that div will be the white part around our form, and then our actual form will just, the app form component part will just be this, and then we'll absolutely position that probably. Or, ooh, I don't know. We'll work on that when we get to it. Just vanilla for now. I will add React once I know more about it. Yeah, when you start learning React, try to convert some of your old JavaScript projects to React first. I feel like that helped me a lot when I was starting to get React down. Previously, I thought React would be just like importing some libraries and done, but it's a whole new world. Yeah, it's a lot of like, at least it was a lot of banging my head against the wall when I was learning it, and I was like, this just isn't clicking. Did my music stop? Did I finish all of the electro swing music already? Dang. How long have we been doing this for? Almost 30 minutes already? We're making good progress, I think. So we're gonna have an H2 here that says billing info. And then you're not supposed to use an HR for this, but we need a long line there. So we're gonna use it for it anyway. And then app input, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we need to get the field names and stuff for this. So this is gonna be first name, and then this is just first. Placeholder will be first, and this is last name. This will be last, and that'll be last. And then we need the address. Actually, field name for that should still probably be address, right? And this is going to be the state. I think field name is what Netlfiy looks at to know what this inputs should be mapped to. So like it'll have address, and then it'll have the address next to it when we submit it. And then we need the city. I'm going to, Matt, I took like a YouTube hiatus just because I was being lazy, but I'm gonna get back to it now. I'm probably gonna get back to where I'm making monthly projects, like on SelfTaughtDev. I have 2 I need to upload, so there's gonna be more. And then I'm gonna get back to making projects monthly, and then at the end of the month I'll probably just build whatever project I've created that month. So we need the city, and then we're gonna have city, and then placeholder will be some city. It's what I used on the design, so we'll just do that. And then label text here is going to be zip in uppercase. Field name is zip for the zip code. This is just how we have the address. I know that I have a lot of people that watch in India. This is just how our addresses are formatted in the States. So we'll just make up a little number here for the zip code, and those are all going to be required as well. Cool. Now let's add the stuff at the top, right? So we've got the top of our form container. We need another div here for, nope, get back there. We're gonna call this class name equals form heading, or form header. That works. I'm really bad at coming up with names for stuff. And then we'll have an H1 here that says checkout. And then we need, I guess I could put this like right here so you guys can kind of, I wish I could share multiple monitors when I'm streaming. That would make this easier. And then we need an H2 over here that says credit card details. and then we'll save, and I need a space there. Cool. Now let's look at our form and see where we're at here. Sweet. So we've got all of the form inputs we need. Our button says submit now, and we've got the other text we need here. So now we need to make it look like this. And that should be pretty much it. And then we can just push this to Netlfiy and it should work. So but it looks different from JS, but after you get it down, you like it a lot more because you can do the stuff you can do with it just helps a lot. Like just being able to reuse this component over and over again instead of having to type that out each time is great. And it's basically just, so this is like the app input component, right? So it's looking at this file, app input, and grabbing it's basically this function, and it returns this code every time it's run. So it's putting this chunk of code right here every time. And then there's other like attributes and stuff or props that we can give it to make it do different stuff. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I might do a course on React eventually. I feel like a lot of learning code is headbanging, unfortunately. So, styling this. All right, let's inspect this. I guess can I make that smaller? No, I need these side by side. There we go, make that smaller. And then I can kind of style like this. I need my mic to move though. Hey, if my camera ever goes off, let me know in chat, because I'm kind of halfway paying attention to that. My battery should be getting pretty low now. Automatic credit card filling is disabled because this form does not use a secure connection. That's cool. So we need to look at our form container, right? And we need the background of this to be this whitish color. Where are I need these side by side. Why is this on the bottom? Go to the side. Whatever we can do here. Background, this color. That's painful. And then we need like what, padding top. Not padding top, we need margin top, 50 pixels. I will say margin bottom 50 pixels. And that will be, we need that little green border at the top. So we'll say border top solid green 5 pixels. Does that look thick enough? What do I have in the design here? Why is that locked? Unlock that component. Oh, wow. I did that in a super lazy way. So this is going to be this mint green color. There we go. And that is basically our form container. So we're just going to copy those styles, go over here. There's a better way you should structure this, but we're going to just put it in here just because. This is SCSS, so we can just nest stuff inside of .app. So we'll say app container and then throw those styles in there. And now if we go back here and refresh, that didn't stay on there. So it's form container, not app container. Now we save, and now we go back here, and now they're on there. So now we need to, dude, isn't it? I need to go back and relearn it, because like the only thing I use from it right now is the nesting stuff for namespacing. Now let's change the color of our text. So what is that? That is the font's Roboto, and the color is this. So where is the text being set to white at? Let's do that. And let's say font family Roboto, sans serif. I need a space between that for readability. All right, sweet. That's looking a little bit better. Now we need to work on the formatting of our, or like the layout of this. So we're probably just gonna start wrapping these guys in divs so they'll be side by side. Or should I just display, I could do like, I can make a div and make like the top half of the form and display flex it and give the app inputs a flex basis of like, I can't do 50%. I can do 50% on the bottom because those are all even, but this one's like 65, 70, and then this one's like 30. I guess I can just individually do that. We're gonna try that, see how that works. So app input, we've got we need a div here, and this is gonna be class name equals top half of form. Be better at naming stuff than I am, guys. And then we're gonna end it right here, and then we'll add another div, and we'll say class name equals, and in React you have to use class name instead of just class because class is already a reserved name in JavaScript, and that means something in JavaScript, so when you're writing JSX they needed something different. And we'll call this one bottom half of form. And we need another div there, and we'll get that and stick that part at the bottom here. And save, and then we need to say, we'll also give this form half, because it's half of the form, and I want to be able to target styles on both of those. And then in our app here, we'll say form half, display flex. Can I target all of its first children? I can use like direct div descendant, I guess. I could do form half div flex basis 50%. How does that look? Does that work like I expect it to? Don't need that. Nope, doesn't work like I expected to. Hey, kind of works like I expected to. Oh, I need flex wrap on this. Hey, that's way more closer than we had it before. That's almost it. All right, sweet. So we need to, on our design here, the labels are left aligned, so we need those to be left aligned. So we're gonna get rid of that text align center, and that should fix that. Yeah, cool, that's fixed. But our heading stuff, that needs to also be display flexed. Don't need that, or this, or that. Let's close the components folder so we don't accidentally open stuff in that again. So form header, we'll put that above this here, and we'll say display flex on that as well. And then we want to do justify content space around evenly around, or between. Yeah, we want between because we're not going to want space on the edges. We just need to figure out how much padding that form has here on the sides. That's got 40 or 100, yeah, top, bottom, left, and right. So our form header needs the same padding. The top and bottom can be what it is. What is it right now? Dang it, I closed our site. Localhost 8080. Is that the right port? It's 8000, huh? What port are we running on? Crap. Hold on. History. The recently closed 4 tabs. There we go. All right, sweet. Port 3000. Okay, sweet. All these apps I work on run on different ports, and it's hard to keep track. See, this is gonna fit nicely with our... Why is this taking up the whole width of the screen? I need that to not happen. We're gonna make this like, what, 70% or something? 60%? Should we just set a max width on it? Of 650 pixels? I think we might do that. So app, we'll say max width 650 pixels. And what are you not happy about? Padding somewhere that is messed up? That there. Oh right, padding left is going to be 40 pixels. And then we'll say padding right is 40 pixels because I don't want to mess up the top bottom padding on it right now. Refresh. Yeah. That's because we don't need the max width on that. We need the max width on form container. And also, form container should probably be above app or form header, because... Hey, there we go. We're getting closer. That looks a little thin, though. Let's just make it like 60 view width is going to be the max width. What does that look like? Meh. My camera died? Alright, sweet. Where's my battery? Not sweet. It's not a good thing. I don't want it to die, but you know. Popping out the battery. Oh, is that the right way? I hope just swapping out the battery fixes it. Crap. I just kind of, yeah, it does. Sweet. Oh, I'm gonna make another cup of coffee real quick too. Give me 1 sec. Hey, if anybody happens to be a DJ or make music or anything like that and is cool with signing a contract to let me use their stuff on YouTube for free, like I'll promote you. Like I'll say like, hey, this music's by whoever, but I need more music to play in the background. Epidemic Sound does not have a lot of good stuff that I can find. Electro Swing's my favorite. I really wish I could play like real stuff. Did my camera move? Ah, that works. Cool. Alright, so this is where we're at. This is what we're trying to get to. The font weight of those is messed up, so let's go in here and we're gonna put some... Actually, is that in our index CSS? No. We're gonna do an H1. Because that's in app, yeah. Font weight is going to be 400. I don't think it's 400 right now. It looks kind of bold for 400. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And does that match the app? Because this is Roboto regular font size 30. We'll say font size 30 would be super tiny on that. That would look not very good. We're going to grab that and put that here and make this H2. And our H2s look better now. The H2s need to be smaller, I think, huh? Let's look at that and see. Get to the side, come back up. We need our... Wait, that's not what I need on the left there. Yeah, I need that there. Come back up. Cool. I do. I like EDM. Coffee's done. All right. We don't want this border radius on our things either. Let's give this a min width too, because we don't want a min width actually. We want this just to break into like single column on a certain thing. Can I play NCS or are those bands? Or like DJs? Probably not. Most music on YouTube, or most music, if it doesn't explicitly say, hey, this is copyright free stuff, then YouTube will penalize me for playing it. All right, we need this, the font size of this to be smaller. What is it on our mock-up here? That is font size 18, so we'll go in here, we'll grab the label and say font size 18 pixels. How's that look? That looks better, cool. Let's make the border radius on those inputs not round, so let's go to our app input and make the border radius on those non-existent. Cool, now they're nice and squared. We need to fix the width of these here. And is the background of the, oh, they've got a border on them, that's why they look slightly different. There is a little bit of border radius on those actually. But let's grab this color for the borders, and we'll say border solid, this color, that was like 1 pixel probably, and then border radius was probably 10 pixels. And then let's go back here and look at this, and it's closer. I think the color is a little dark, huh? D5, 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 that's what we're using here, huh? What are we missing? App, mockup. Zoom in a little bit more. I need that. Can I not close that side? There we go. Now I can move this and make this a little bit smaller. All right. Hey, what's up, Azaya? Miss Knox. There we go. I can say that right, I think. The border on that. The color, why does that color not look right? To me. Is it the placeholder text? Is that what's throwing it off? The color of that looks weird. We need to change the placeholder text color, and to do that, we need to grab. There's an ID of placeholder on that. That'll work. We can target that. Is that inside app input? Yeah, that's inside app input. We'll say color is the color here. And then we need to fix, let's go ahead and fix the spacing because that's bugging me. And the font size of those, let's go back and make the H1, we'll do what we have on the mock-up here. Font size 30 pixels, that's too small, but whatever. And then this is what, 24? If that's 22. See, that feels too small, and then I think that has margin bottom, right? And that's why they're not vertically aligned. Or also, I didn't add, in the form header, I need to do align items center. Is that why they weren't aligned? Yeah, that looks right. And then we need a little line under those too. So let's put another HR here. I'm too lazy for Bootstrap. No, I just wanted to hard code it. For the Netlify part, we'll put it on Netlify after. I just got to get these things aligned correctly and then style the button, and then we're good. Then we can throw it on Netlify. So actually in here, let's make the flex basis on this like 45%, so there's a little bit of gap between them. Does that fix it? No, that doesn't. We'll say if we target every other child, or every odd number child. Where's the child selector thing? There's something you can use that you can like click and test child selector stuffs. Every other even odd rules. I don't know nth child enough to know how to do that part right off the top of my head. We'll try that and see what happens. So we'll say, oop, nope. Dot form half div every. Get rid of that call and try that. See what happens. I don't think 3 is right there. What are you upset about? What did I do here? Oh, right, I'm not targeting anything, right? Say margin right 5%. Be happy now. Cool. So that's targeting that. What if we make this 2? Then what happens? Still not right. What if we target 1? That's almost right. Why is it doing plus instead of just like 2n? Does that work? No? Check Discord whenever you're free. Space between. Does that work if they're wrapped like that? That would probably work, huh? Form container. Form half. Justify content space between. Duh, why didn't I think of that? Thank you. Alright, cool. And then we just need to adjust those top 2. So we need, is it just class name? That's what I passed down to it. Class name equals card holder name. And then I think we're gonna have to hard code that one because those are gonna are they gonna share a label? I guess we can just not have a label for the second one because they both. But Netlfiy might use. I think Netlfiy uses the label or the field name. Which one do they use to know what the form name should be or what the input name should be? Ah. All right, wait. Discord. Let's see. What's in Discord? Is there somebody we need to ban? I'm thinking about making you admin because my other admin are not. My other admin are failing me with banning people. I see nothing in Discord. I'm missing whatever you're pointing out. This will be class name equals mm, and this will be class name equals your year, and then save, and then in here, yeah, cool. We need to target the actual input part. And we'll say width is like 50 pixels. That looks too big, huh? Need like, I guess 50 works. And we'll do text align center, maybe. That looks alright, I guess. And then we need to restart our music real quick because I like having background music while I code. And then we need to make the year one. This whole app input needs to be width 50 pixels, huh? Flex basis 5%. Is it valid HTML to have 2 labels in an input? Like, can a label be for 2 things? We'll find out when we throw it on Netlfiy. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna go in our app form and grab, or our app input, and just grab this stuff, and we're gonna replace these with that, because this is getting too annoying to think about how I want to do that. We'll just grab that, because I want these inside like the same div, and this just works. Type, that's going to be text, or actually this is going to be, is number a type? Is that a thing? That's a thing, right? name is going to be month. And the name on this one is going to be year, or YY. Plus we need that little, we need like a span with a slash inside of it that we'll adjust. And then field name, that will also, we'll just copy this and stick that here and here. And the label is going to be expiration, if I can spell correctly. We don't need that class name here or the wrappers on that. Placeholder is still going to be the same thing, so that'll be that. Required. That's just true, right? Is that what that gets? That just gets required, right? Oh yeah, I was using that to turn required on and off. And then let's just copy that, stick that here, and save, and now go back to this thing. Card number. Why is that not in the right place? I will. I'm even going to show you how to put it on GitHub first, because this isn't on GitHub yet. So app input. Oh yeah, I need to refresh. That's why it's not in the right place. Okay, cool. So now let's say this is the expiration info. Also, this is probably not a secure way to build a form. I'm sure there's probably, no, never mind. It's probably good. I was going to say I don't know. Alright, so we need to grab expiration info. We're going to display flex that, right? Yay, there we go, kinda. We need the label to be width 100% though. I don't like nesting more than one layer deep. So we're going to go expiration info label. And we need to remove that dot there. This will say width 100%. Or, wait, what do I need to do to make that flex basis 100%, right? And then the parent container needs to have flex wrap, save. Bring that back up. Cool, almost there. The inputs need to have like a width of 50 pixels or something like that. That's looking pretty close to what we want. I need that card holder name one to be a width of like 60% or something like that. That's the class I gave it, right? Card holder name. Yeah, so we'll grab that, go here. And then this, the flex basis will be 60%. Actually, let's do 65, and the flex basis for this will be what? Like that's 25, 35. Yeah, that math adds up. Didn't adjust because the descendant child selector is more specific. Yeah, that's more specific. But if we grab this and stick that here and here, and space, and nope, save. Now that's more specific, huh? Because we're grabbing a class. What is up with that? Oh yeah, we need space between it, so we'll say 60 and 30. There we go. That'll kind of work. What's with our line there? Is that? Oh yeah, that's not inside of anything, so it's going outside of that. And then our padding on this doesn't look right either. Our padding's not supposed to be 40 pixels. Our padding on that needs to be 100 pixels. And then I would also like those to spread out all the way. Why is that overflowing its container? Input width 100%. I can do overflow hidden, but that looks horrible. Max width 100%. What display are you? Display blocked? No. Let's skip that for now and get the button working right. So we're looking at our button here, and we're gonna go. I need this to be on opposite sides like that. There we go. That's good. Centered text. Why does that have the class centered text on it? I don't need that to be centered text. I need this to be text line right. Now our button's on the right. Back. Let's just adjust that in here real quick. That's in our app form. Yeah, I need to make some major adjustments to this before I put this on NPM. We'll just call this button container. And then in here, for now, we'll say button container, text align right. Sweet, now let's make the button look kind of similar, and then we'll go ahead and put this on. No, I can't go ahead and put it on there. I gotta finish this before I put it on there. So the background is gonna be, of the button, is gonna be this background, this mint green color. Border radius is going to be none. The color is gonna be white. Font family is Roboto, good, 18 pixels. Should inherit that, I believe. Why am I making the cursor a pointer? Doesn't that automatically happen on button? Does it not automatically happen on button? What is going on with this? What? That should automatically happen on button. I must be doing something to cancel that out. That's weird. We need. How are we gonna fix it so the button is off that? I'm thinking we just do a pseudo element. The form has a box shadow. Ooh. Yeah, so we'll probably just remove the margin or the padding bottom on this on the container, and then absolutely position the button, I think. So let's go to our app CSS, and then in our form container, we get padding bottom 0. And then our button container, the container should be absoluted, right? Not just the button. Well, bottom 0. Hey, yeah, that works. Cool. Let's make the container's position relative, though. So form container. So the buttons can position is relative to that. Cool. And then we can just do grab the button and button container. If we make width on that 100%, what happens? That's too far. And then padding, or let's do left minus 100 pixels because there's 100 pixels of padding. Oh, nope. Really? Is it 50? Yeah, that makes sense. Or 0. Oh, I just need left 0. Okay, cool. And then bottom, let's do minus 100 pixels. It's too much. Minus 50 pixels. That's not enough. Minus 75. I like that. That'll work. And then we grab those, and that goes on our button container. And button container. Sweet. Oh wait, I need that. I don't need that there. Cool. And the button's border does not need to be white. I don't think I even need a border on that, right? That looks so tiny. Border needs to be none. How much padding's on this in our design? 62 and 15. So 15 and 62. Now do you look better? Now you look a little bit better. The font size in that seems a little small too though, so let's go ahead and make sure we're specifying the font size is equal to 18 pixels, and that looks a lot better. Now let's reduce the padding between these things right here, because I think that's why our button's looking like it's so low. 0, 100 pixels, 40 pixels. Maybe not 0, maybe like 10. That works. So let's get our new padding for our app form and go to our app form. That's in here, right? Yeah. And adjust the padding there. And then let's do 189, blah blah blah, da, da, da. This, and then submit. There's a problem submitting your form. Cool. So that's supposed to happen, but that text is too big. And it needs to be red, right? So let's grab the ID for error message and go to our apps stuff, and we'll just do error message, font size, let's make it 16 pixels, color red, so it's nice and stand outy. I kind of want that at the bottom of the form, not the top. So let's grab that part, yeah, and stick that down. It needs to be inside. Right there, right? Yeah, that'll work. And then we need to remove the top one. Did I not remove that? Submitting error. Delete that one. I don't want to sign in a jar. Go away. Cool, that works. The form appears to be too tall, or feels too tall. And let's fix the spacing on that HR. Save, and here. This is not how you're supposed to use HRs, right? It's got padding of, let's do like 0 and 100 pixels on the left and the right. Does that not affect this? If we inspect that, oh, it does not. Oh, it's because do you need to do that? Display inline block? No, that doesn't fix it. Max width. Actually, if we do margin right 100 pixels, margin left 100 pixels, that works. Cool. What's up with these things overflowing though? Refresh. So those should have 100 pixels on the side. They do not. I never saved that. That's what's up. App form header. Where's that at? Here. Padding left needs to be 100 pixels. Padding right needs to be 100 pixels. Cool. Now that should look better. And then the spacing between that and the bottom line's off too. So let's do margin bottom 0 on the H1 and the H2. And that should fix most of that. Margin bottom 0. Grab that. God, I love prettier. Cool. That still looks a little big. Let's make the margin top and the HRs a little smaller. So we'll just grab the HRs here and say margin top 10 pixels. Dude, I got a sideways mouse. Check this out. You like hold it like this, and it's different, but I like the way it feels. My wrist was starting to hurt using the other mouse all the time. Yeah, that looks better. Cool. And now we need to figure out why these are overflowing, right? So why are those overflowing? I've had this problem in another project, and I can't remember what I did to fix it. Here's the stuff. Anybody have any ideas? Why those are overflowing their container? Because this is the div. We can't just say overflow hidden because that'll chop off this and then the inputs look weird. We've got the inputs. If I don't specify a width, no. I want to specify width. If I say max width 100%, max width 100%, I mean, those are good. It's just the input that's jacked up. Is the padding right? It's not the padding left or the padding right, I don't think. Is it? If I do padding left and right 0, does that fix it? It is. There's the padding on that. Good call, Knox. But I do want padding on the inside of that for, I mean, so that like the text you put in there isn't right up against it. So maybe if I do, I don't think I want to do margin, negative margin left to fix that. That'd be meh. Oh, I know. Let's do, okay, so we've got 20 pixel padding on the left and the right. So we can do width, calc 100% minus what, 40 pixels? That'll work. So let's throw that on our app inputs here. Styles, width is going to be this now. And then let's refresh to make sure that's good. Cool. Last thing we're going to fix is this area, because that looks weird to me. We need the span to be like display block, so it has more space, right? Margin top 5 pixels, 6. That looks centered. And we'll do, actually, let's just do margin 5 pixels and 10 pixels for the left and the right, and I'll take it. That works. Let's stick those styles in here. That's the only span tag we're using in the whole site, so I think we can just target the span here. Oh wait, am I targeting span in like the error message or the thank you message? I don't think so. We're gonna risk it. Cool. So, mwah. Beautiful. Now let's stick this on GitHub. So let me log into GitHub real quick. And make a new repo for this thing called, what are we gonna call this? Checkout form. That'll work. It's gonna be public. So if you guys wanna go copy this repo and play with this, you are more than welcome to. Now we need to HTTPS set up in desktop, right? So in bash here, we're gonna go down to the bottom of this and cancel or terminate the batch job. We're gonna do git and is git already initted? Yeah, we've got a git ignore, so I think git is automatically created on this. If we do, yeah, and it's tracking it here. So if we do git status, git add a to add everything, git commit created checkout form, and then we need to do git remote, if I can spell that, remote add origin this. Cool. Git push origin master. Dope. And then let's refresh GitHub, refresh, and we're there. Cool. And that's on master. Sweet. So our form is now on GitHub. So now we need to go to Netlfiy. Let me make sure I'm logged in. So I'm going to do it on a different screen just so you guys don't see this. I can do GitHub. I think I logged in through GitHub, right? Yeah, cool. So this is where I host SelfTaughtDev. Hold on, should I show you guys this? Yeah, sure, why not? All right, yeah. So we're logged in Netlfiy. This is what you should see whenever you just like log in into Netlfiy. We're gonna hit new site from Git. Am I logged into GitHub? It's authorized. Cool. So now you basically connect your account to Git. I do, yes. I took a lot of shortcuts in this project, and this is not something I would like turn in at like an actual job. But it works for our demonstration purposes here. And that's what matters. So anyway, back to Netlfiy. We need to find, what do we call it, checkout form? Sweet, so we select our checkout form repo here. npm run build, is that the build command? Where's package.json? Come here. npm run build. I think that would work, right? And the branch is master. Cool. So deploy site, and let's see what happens. So since this is just to create React app, this shouldn't take too long to build. But every time you push a new change to, let's say this was your GitHub repo, every time you push a change to this GitHub repo, Netlfiy would be like, oh hey, there was a change. We need to pull in those new changes, and it would pull in the changes and rebuild the site. Installing npm modules, how long has it been? Oh, it's only like 30 seconds. I guess we'll give it like a minute or two. Okay, cool, it's still going. Sometimes it'll get hung up on something and you need to like cancel your build, because on Netlfiy you have, their free tier is like really good, but you have like 300 build minutes a month. I don't think I've ever actually hit the build limit. Cool, so it should be good to go now. So when we cross our fingers and click on this, it should bring us to the form. Woo! Sweet. So it's deployed on Netlfiy now. Congratulations, guys. You sure gotta love web dev to do 40 hours a week and then work on projects during the weekend. Yeah, you do have to do that. You have to learn. You have to love code, because like if you don't study on your own then you're gonna fall behind in the technology stuff. And if you ever get let go from your job, you'll have to either study a lot to get back up to where you need to be to get a job, or yeah. All right, but this is on Netlfiy now, so if our app form component is working correctly, we should be able to just submit this, and then, ooh, God, I don't want you guys to see that. We should be able to just submit this, and then it will work correctly. Now, yeah, we're not doing any validation, so I can just make up card information here. Hold on. I don't want it to autofill anything. It tries to autofill, but it shows some information about my card that I want you guys to see. So card holder name will be Bob the Builder. Card number will be 4242 4242 4242 4242. I think that's Netlfy's, or it's Stripe's test card. CVV, we'll just say like 1234. First name will be Bob Builder. Address will be 528 South Avenue, Texas, some city, and 82900. Cool. So over here, everything is filled out. We press submit, and there was an error. No thanks. Don't save that stuff. What error was there? Was there really an error, or did I just screw something up? Failed to load resource. Server responded with 404. If I refresh, is that error still there? No, that's from the submission. That's interesting. Let's go to site overview and then forms. Nothing's in there. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I forgot some stuff. In here, in our app.js, form needs more stuff. We need a form name at least. Anything else we need in here? Form category. No, that's something I made for the project. That was specifically to the project I pulled this from. Class name. We don't have to have a class name. Explainer text. We don't need that. Submit button text. We've got that. I think that's what we need. Input on this. That's good. Anything in here I need to change? I don't think there should be. I tried to make this as reusable as possible. Yeah, we've got Netlfiy equals true, Netlfiy honeypot for the bots. Texas job market for devs is great, dude. I get hit up by recruiters so freaking much. Silicon Valley is slowly moving to Austin. And some of them are coming to Dallas too. I'm actually about to start a new job at a company. I can't say what it is though. In my contract, it specifies that I can't say where I work. It's really weird and sketch, but whatever. They're gonna pay me a lot, so that's all I care about. I can be bought. I will sell out one day. No, I'm just kidding. But we got the form name added. Was that really the only thing that was? I don't think that should have caused that error. Oh well, let's go ahead and get status. Get status. Get add a, get commit added form name. Yeah, I think that it's got to be the form name because I don't think when it built, I don't think I saw it process the form. Get push origin master. Cool. And now if we go back to Netlfiy here, if we refresh, it should detect our change from GitHub and it should automatically start rebuilding the site. So now we're going to watch this. Actually, let's go back here. Did it say anything about the form? Yeah, I don't think it processed our form. Did it do it this time? I don't see it processing our form. If we search for, what do we call it? Checkout? That's the only instance of that in here? See, that's not good. That should have, I'm pretty sure this should have said something about processing the form. But we're going to preview our deploy here. I'm going to test this form real quick. And submit that. And it's still getting an error. If I inspect this, do we have everything we need here? Like if we inspect the form, I think it should still show the form name, huh? Name is checkout form. Netlfiy is true, honeypot, blah, blah, blah. Where's our app form? In here, where's the, if there's an error, okay, so we are fetching the relative URL should be just slash, right? Is that what it is? Is that right? I think that should be good. Posting the new form, the form data. Then response is 200, then we're good, else we had an error. So let's add a .catch error and then console log the error. If I do Netlfiy dev, can I test it locally with that? I think I have to jump through some hoops to set up a proxy for the form if I try to do local tests. So we're just gonna go ahead and push this again, npm or git status. I saved, right? Git add a, git commit m, added error log, git push origin master. Cool. Maybe changing the npm command with npm build instead of npm run build. What happens if I do that here? Npm build, does that... Yeah, it needs to be npm run build. Npm build, that'll just throw that warn like that. Let me compare it to the other place I'm using this form and see if I'm missing anything here. I'm cheating. Where did I use that format in here? Oh, it's not in that file. Is it in this file? App. There we go. App form. Explainer text. So we got form name, class name. What am I using form category for? Data category. Yeah, that's just, I don't think I need that. Is that used anywhere else in here? Form category consultation by default. Yeah, that shouldn't matter. My app inputs, are those all good? We should have a field name. We have a field name. We should have a... I don't have label text on all the other ones, but that shouldn't affect it, I don't think. We've got... Oh, we don't have type on these. Does it default to type text if I don't have anything? Oh, I didn't set a default on that. So none of these input fields have a type, so I wonder if that's throwing it off. This should be finished deploying now, right? Let's see, Netlfiy not processing form. .404 when submitting. Okay, we have Netlfiy. Oh wait, data Netlfiy equals true. Yeah, we've got that. In our app form, we have... Ours is just Netlfiy. But that should work. We've got a name attribute on our form, because we're passing the name now. When the page is deployed, yeah, right? Like if we inspect this, and look at our form, we've got a name, which is consultation form, but Netlfiy is saying you need to include a name parameter or name attribute within the opening form tag. When the page is deployed, we will add a hyphenated or a hidden input with a form name attribute. Is that in there? Yeah, it's got form name. So Netlfiy did process the form. So what? Okay, yeah, so let's preview the deploy and bring that over here so I can test this again. And then we submit this and we get the error and says failed to load. Why are you not working? What are you unhappy about, Netlfiy? And then if I go back here, yeah, still no form submissions. Forms. You know what? I don't need that part, because as long as that attribute's there, it's true. Huh. Let me try this. I don't need that anymore. What is that? That's the test thing. I don't need this test. I need Netlfiy up, and I need to look at my site deploys and watch this, and then is this not? Preview. Let's try this one more time. Response. What's in here? A 404. The page I'm trying to post to does not exist. Why is that the URL? Yeah, that's the URL. So it's where I'm posting it to. Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah, when we, okay. Let relative URL equal window location path name plus window location dot search. If relative URL ends with this, relative URL plus equals that. Let's go here and then inspect this, and then in our console, what does that do? That just gives us a slash. So let's console log relative URL. If it's just trying to post to slash, that would make sense. Oh God, what port were we on? 3000, right? Yeah, localhost 3K. And it's not even running anymore because we don't have that up. So we'll do npm run or npm start. Yeah. Cool. So that's there. And then I need to inspect this because I want to see my console. Right? Yeah. So it is just trying to. I guess I do need that Netlfiy equals true, huh? And that's in our app, right? So here we'll say Netlfiy equals true. Let's turn that part off. Now what's our relative URL? Because it's the problems where we're posting, huh? It shouldn't be that. It should be localhost 3K. Can I just put this in here? Does that work? Nope. I just wanted this part. Why is it just doing slash? Is it because I'm localhost? Okay, if we look at the browser's window location object, path name is that. Should we post to just the href? Would that do it, I think? Window location dot href, save, and then go here, and then look in our console. and it still says just slash. If I refresh, it still does it. Vertical terminal like this. So in VS Code, usually it's on the bottom, like you press, it's like Control tilde. You basically have it popped up on the bottom here, right? Yeah, there we go. Like it's on the bottom there, and you grab the console or whatever. Can I put that back in here? Is that? Yeah, there you go. Cool. You just grab terminal and drag it to your sidebar, and then it's over there on the side. I just like my, I feel like I have more screen real estate when it's like this, so. Do you guys see any reason that this should just be a slash? Because when we do window location href in the console, which is what relative URL should be, which is what we're console logging right there. See, that's line 23. Yeah, console log relative URL. And so that should be this in the end, which is href or localhost 3000. Yeah, it's basically not posting to the right place because of some stuff I was trying to do here, and I think it's because it's on a refresh. Why are you doing a slash? That doesn't make sense. Do I need to cancel and rebuild? That fixes stuff sometimes. Yeah, dude, VS Code has so much cool stuff. Alright, and then let's close the inspector and open this one up. Console, it's still just doing slash. What if I just grab that and put that here? Does that work? And then we're not even using, okay, wait, so yeah, and then I just grab, let's grab that and console log that and see what it says. Now it says localhost 3K. And before, why did it have the slash? I don't understand why that happened. So, we're gonna try this and see what happens. Also, let me grab the URL for this, and that's the URL for this repo if you guys need to clone this and like play with this or anything like that. Or if you tried to build your own version and want to compare it. Okay, so we're building. Okay, let's go to the preview. And then we inspect this because our console log's still there, right? Cool, so it's got the correct URL now. So I'm gonna fill this out over here. And fudge. Can't curse on YouTube. Almost did. 404. Post to this address is not valid. That's weird. Response 404. 404 is I feel like this is because it's on a preview URL and not a live one. Site settings. Huh. Right? At least we're not getting the same error. Except I think it is the same error. We were getting 404s before. We're just getting a response back now because I have the console log in there. Why can't I post here, Netlfiy? If I do postman, can I just, I can't just steal the headers there, huh? Body, readable stream. I don't think I can test that in postman. Submit. Did it clear my form? It cleared it out when I submitted it. Oh, that could be a thing. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where's sources, static, JS? Let's just index. How do I breakpoint into this again? Is there what? Rack DevTools, build, no, SRC, components, app form. I want to stop before it runs the code to send it. Because it's refreshing the page. It shouldn't be doing that, I don't think. In here, do we not have prevent default? I could have sworn I had prevent default in that, because that prevents it from refreshing. Is that just not in my component here? Oh, it's down in the form part. Yeah, see, e.prevent default, so that should prevent it from refreshing. Is that in my Netlfiy code? Does that get taken out or something? Where's the form? So form, I don't think that on submit would even show up in the HTML, right? Wait, when I try to post this locally, what happens? I forgot. Yeah, we're in localhost and we do some stuff here, 1.1, da 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 da, and then we submit, and it refreshed the page, and it gave me the same error. I shouldn't be getting that error locally, I don't think. Why is this refreshing? Should I have that in here too? And we'll pass E, or the event, to submit form. And then let me close that one. Where's our localhost one? Refresh this. 88. We got the console open here, so everything's. Why is the form resetting? Oh! Because this is de-rendering the stuff, and it isn't actually refreshing the page, it's just dismounting the components. Is that the right word? Destroying them? I don't know. It's because when I have submit successful, we're just gonna remove this and always have that display, and that should fix that. Because basically the component gets taken off the page, and when it does, it loses all of its inputs. Why did it still get taken off the page just then? What? Because that's not our form input, it's this part, right? So we need that to be gone. Yeah, there we go. So now it didn't refresh, but I'm still getting the 404, which I don't think I should get if I'm... Oh, right, I need to do Netlfiy Untitled Dev. So Netlfiy has a CLI you can download, and then you can basically build your project like it would build on Netlfiy. The forms, if we want to actually submit it correctly, we have to like proxy something to get the form to submit to the right place. But let's close these other ones and then inspect this one. And we've got that. See localhost 8000. Now we'll put in some stuff here and then submit. And now it's not successfully submitting because we didn't provide a proxy URL there. Which, if I just grab this URL, will that suffice, and put that in the post or the fetch location here? Does that work? Save. Okay, it built successfully. Then we submit this again, and it failed because of cores, which I don't want to have to deal with cores, so we're gonna just, everything's saved, right? Get status. That's gonna be different. I need that to go back to being window location href, so it'll get whatever the current window location is. Get status. I did not save. Save. Cool. Get status. Get add a. Get commit m. Trying a fix. Get push origin. Get push origin master. Cool. Now, what did I just change? I made this not de-render, and we already updated that, hadn't we? I think we'd already updated that. Where is Netlfiy? Have we built successfully? Okay, cool. So we built successfully. So let's go to here and close that, and let me... All right, and then you successfully submit. No, you don't. Why are you upset now? Is it still the 404? It's still the 404. Where is... Don't need that. I need... that. Form on Gatsby. Let's open up a few of these and look into this. And then this one too. Form, name, action, send place, method, post, encrypt, multiply. Yeah, I've got all that. Form name and the hidden field is supported. Wait, the form name hidden field is required to support form submissions without JavaScript. We are using JavaScript. Adding fixed the problem. We have form name though, right? Yeah. Am I just using name? Should it be form name? Also, the form name is sent by default, but it's got the, it adds a hidden field called form name. That's there. Okay. The name in the opening form tag needs to be unique to your site. It is. Every input must have a name attribute. Do they? I'm pretty sure they do. Let's go back here. Field name is our app inputs version of name. So like if we look in app input here, we've got name is going to be the field name, right? So field name, 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 because those are standard inputs and field name. So that's true. All of our inputs have that. We are posting, not get. Content type. We are not uploading a file. Ooh. I think we're using, yeah, we're using multiform. URL encoded? That's not right, is it? Is that the right attribute name for that? It's working on my other projects, so it must be. Yeah, it's just ENC type. Huh. I do need an action attribute in my form tag, but I think that should be there. Oh, wait a minute. Why are you... Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Let's remove that and just have relative URL, which will be window location href. And see what this does. See, man, I'll let you know I fixed this in Discord. I'm just giving it my last attempt, and then I might take a break. And I will post whatever I figure out the solution to be in Discord. See, yeah, this failed to build. Crap. It failed because relative URL is assigned a value and never used, really? Jeez. Our view site would have crashed so hard if it had React's standards. I'm not even using that anymore, right? Am I using set relative URL? Okay, so last thing, I'm going to comment that out and that. And get status. Yep, get status. Get add a. Get commit m. Trying again. Get push origin master. Okay. I just don't understand why this component works perfectly in my other project and not this one. And it failed again. Huh. No unused. Did I not save? I saved. Oh. That's where it's assigned a value and never used. Okay. Alright, fingers crossed. This will work. Alright. It built. Still getting the same error. That's what the relative URL is. Why can't I? Oh, wait a minute. Nope, yeah, that's the URL. So I should be able to post there. It's using HTTPS. brave-golik21ff01.netlify.app/, which shouldn't really make a difference. Oh, my breakpoint fired this time, huh? Alright, well, I am going to take a break. If you want to come see how I solved this problem, come up in Discord, because I will post the answer in there when I do figure it out. I'm going to make some food, some hungry. If you want to come hop in Discord, link for that is in the description as well. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button if you learned something or enjoyed watching me struggle through a problem that I didn't end up solving. Anything else I need to say? If you want to get my resume template for free, link for that is in the description as well. This is the resume template I used to get my first developer job before I had any web developer experience. So there's that. Anything else I need to shout out? If you want to get this project or other projects like it, check out selftaught-dev.com. That's going to be in the description as well. And this is a compilation of all the projects that I've built over the past year for aspiring devs to build and practice. I'm going to make a free version of all of these and update this probably this weekend. I think that's about it. So I will see you guys next time. Peace.